And Alex Morono, if there's any of these guys to be able to display a fight IQ and a game plan to defeat Joaquin Buckley, I thought it would be him. But AJ, did I not? I'm going to do revisionist history, and I should do a flashback moment right here because this is why I bet on Joaquin Buckley. Alex Morono is a man I cannot trust to execute the game plan that is necessary to win the fight purely from a strategy perspective. Now, who's to say grappling Joaquin Buckley would have been even a good move in the first place because of the explosiveness and the athleticism. But when Morono says, I came into this camp with a wrestling heavy approach, I am going to wrestle Joaquin Buckley. And there were approximately, let me take a look, AJ, there were approximately 2 shots taken in the entire fight. You got one of them, I guess, right? But there was really no offensive grappling going on. There was a little jiu-jitsu on display early. After that, it was just a kickboxing match. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what let me down a little bit too, Derek. That's what I was going for in my mind, seeing how at least these last 3 fights that Alex Morono's had, seeing him take that more wrestling-oriented approach, be the more dedicated, at least mentally locked-in fighter. I thought, I was like, oh, he's, building on these base blocks. This is kind of what makes sense to me. Sorry, I let you down on that one, folks. But Joaquin Buckley, I got to give a lot of credit to Joaquin Buckley on this one, because not only did he fight his better style of fight, be able to not get, well, he did get the one takedown, but not be able to get taken down 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times and really sap that gas tank. He looked good in the third. In fact, when I saw him bouncing around coming out of the second into the third, I was like, oh shit, I might have dropped this ball on this one. So I got to give credit to Buckley on this one, especially because a lot of the force and a lot of the power, speed, all the stuff we were talking about before that he was exhilarating on Alex Morono did wear him down, man. He looked like he was really struggling in that last one. Buckley looked good. I got to give it to him, man. Buckley is growing into his mold of this fighter, especially at 170. He looks killer.
That's it. I mean, the commentary booth, they kept talking about it the whole time. But at the end of the day, yeah, Buckley kind of re-changed his whole entire style, going down to 170, eating better, being more athletic, working out more, all of that good stuff. And it looks like he's really taking his career serious. So it's a big switch. It's very Kevin Holland-esque, right? Big switch between 185 and 170. The only major difference is I do think that with Joaquin Buckley factoring in his own wrestling, he got more takedowns than Alex Morono did. Using that kind of blitz in, Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? Peekaboo type style, right? Like the future is bright for Joaquin Buckley. The only problem that I see from him is that I don't get enough straight action down the pipe right there. Everything is hooked. Everything is big. And what did we see for Joaquin Buckley? Let me actually pull it up really quickly. I'm going to look up Joaquin Buckley's last fight, right? So I'm pulling it up on the screen right now. All right. Joaquin Buckley. There you are, sir. Let's take a look at this together. All right, Alex Morono, Andre Fialho. That was a fight right there where you have to admit it was give and take for a little bit, right? That was not a just run through of Andre Fialho, excuse me. You look at the Chris Curtis fight, Nasruddin Imavov fight. I think that's where a lot of that development has come. So when you move past the Imavov, Curtis, Fialho, and then you get down to Morono, yeah, you're able to have some success right there. But in the grand scheme of things, do you think that he is going to be a title challenger in this 170-pound division if he cannot straighten up some of those shots?
If he cannot straighten up some of these shots, Derek, no. I do think not necessarily fundamentals is what's lacked for Joaquin Buckley, but he has a little too much dog in him. He has a little too much of that excitement that he thinks was like, I'm just going to come in here, I'm going to provide a hell of a fight, I'm going to land these big bombs. But if he's able to just to set up those big bombs with 1s and 2s down the pipe, throw some jabs, throw some stuff, dude, he can be an absolute star. I just think the mentality and that dog mentality that I'm talking about, Joaquin Buckley, as much as it's a good thing for him, it's also a little bit of a curse as well. And that's what gets him into the positions we've seen him get into before.
Absolutely. Well, I think nothing but how would you say? The future is bright. That's really what I want to say right there for Joaquin Buckley. I don't know why that was phrased so weirdly, but I do think that he's going to be a real problem. And I want to see who they're going to start matching him up with, man. You got to look at Alex Morono. This dude's fought some good guys. Joaquin Buckley, you better get some good guys next. You know what I'm saying?